Again, I got a wonderful opportunity to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam with you all. So we'll go for Kirtan, then we'll start the class. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 7 and text 55. Yeah. So anyone volunteer after me?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. Sutta Uvacha
Suta Uvacha
Arjuna Sahasajnaya
Arjunaha Sahasagyaya
Harer Ardham Adhashinaha
Harer Hardam Athasina
Manim Jahara Murdhanyam
Madim Jahara Murdhanyam
Dvajasya Saha Murtajam.
Dvijasya Saha Murdhajam.
Word to word synonym. Sutta Goswami. Uvacha said, Arjuna, Sahasa just at the time, Agnyaya knowing it, Hare of the Lord, Ardham motive, Ata thus, Ashinaha by the sword, Manim the jewel, Jahara separated, Murdhanyam on the head, Dvajasya of the twice born, Saha with Murtajam the hairs. Translation purport by Stephen Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Sutta Goswami said, just then Arjuna could understand the motive of the Lord by his equivocal orders, and thus with his sword he severed both hair and the jewel from the head of Ashwatthama. Purport: contradictory orders of different person are impossible to carry out. Therefore, a compromise was selected by Arjuna by his sharp intelligence, and he separated the jewel from the head of Ashwatthama. This was as good as cutting off his head, and yet his life was saved for all practical purposes. Here, Ashwatthama is indicated as twice born. Certainly, he was a twice born, but he fell down from his position and therefore he was properly punished. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-jana-shalakaya Militam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadhaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Pashyata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, devotees. So this is again a wonderful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, the last verses from seventh chapter. So here, what we can see, the series, our senior devotees nicely carried the slokas, the essence of the slokas, and presented nicely in front of us. So in the last series, we saw how Draupadi gave twist to the story, and she behaved like very wise lady, even though she is cried because of her child killed very in ethical way. Once seeing Ashwatthama bounded in like animal, she behaved very differently, and she exhibited some godly qualities, Prabhupada said. So then this twist is Draupadi says, "Don't kill him, just release him." For that she gave some reason that Kripi, the mother of Ashwatthama, should not cry like me, like missing her son. So better leave him away. So the same lady is very strongly said, "I'll stand on his head and I'll take bath." And Arjuna gave this sabata, shapat, or vow, took a vow to Draupadi that I'll bring his head. You can stand on his head and take your bath. All this happened, but suddenly this change happening here. So this scene, what is describing here is, even though it is situation wise, it is done in a wrong way, but still we should behave like a wise people. We should not treat a son of Brahmana like an animal. So it shows that the majestic, we can, in the modern way, we say, he is a decent guy, we can say. And we can say civilized person. The civilized person cannot do the things which makes him de-proud, what you called. De-promote is decency. They are very decent in their behavior. So these decent or civilized words coming from this behaviors of the individual. So we should act in a such a way that people will take example. Like now we are taking a example from Draupadi. Draupadi is a lady. Some people will say, see, those days ladies will not treat equal as men and they are very dominated by the men. But you see, whatever Draupadi is suggesting, everyone is agreeing. Everyone is going with their same point. Okay, Draupadi is correct. Like Yudhishthira is feeling, Draupadi is correct. Nakula Sakadeva is feeling, Draupadi is correct. Only Bhima is disagree because Bhima wants that. Why this fellow did like that? So here only two people are contradictory. Who is that two people? One is Bhima, another one is Krishna. Because these people are only want Ashwatthama to be killed, and all other in the in the picture are agreed. Whatever Draupadi is saying is correct. We should not kill him. But you see this, what we are seeing here, that Varnashrama Dharma, the scale of Varnashrama Dharma is a Brahmana. He's a son of Brahmana. His father is still existing, Dronacharya, in opposite side. If he comes with a weapon and he's trying to fight, calling for the fight, definitely Arjuna or Bhima or Yudhishthira has to fight with his own guru and he can kill them because he is not executing the duties of Brahmana. He is executing the duties of Kshatriya here. So Kshatriya can be killed. So here we can know that it is not Janma, what do you say? Guna karma vibhasa, Krishna says. So it is not Janma karma. By birth, no one become a Brahmana. By birth, no one become a Shudra. So even though Dronacharya, by birth, he is a Brahmana, but he acted like a Kshatriya. So he has to be killed. Even though Kshatriya is fought of opposite side, fighting for Adharma, when he don't have weapon in his hand, then he should not be killed. The fight should happen with the equal this thing, equal values. If you have weapon, they should also have weapon. Then only you are eligible to made a fight. If the opposite person doesn't have weapon, if you kill him, then you are not a Kshatriya. You are a cheater because you are stabbing backside because they don't have weapon. So you are cheating in one way. So Kshatriya, the real Kshatriya will not fight the person who in the opposite who have no weapon. So the same point Draupadi is making. So recently I went through some article, gone through some article. There I saw there are temples around. There are lakhs and lakhs of Hindu temple. It includes demigod temple also in across India. And I found very wonderful thing is there are 79,000 temples in Tamil Nadu, which is big in all compared to all other states. Established, running, executing temples across Tamil Nadu is high compared to all other states of India. So this is like really fascinating that really we have so many temples, but most of Nastik people from Tamil Nadu. There are wonderful Divya Deshas are there. Wonderful Saiva temple like Shiva temple is there. There are a lot of Muruga temple, Kartikeya temple, Hanuman temple, Ramji temple. We have 79,000 temple in Tamil Nadu. The beauty is while reading, I got one more point is there are 800 plus Draupadi temple across India. Draupadi Amman, she called the Draupadi is the main deity of the temple. Like Devi temple, the Devi is Draupadi. I saw it's a very most temple is located in Tamil Nadu, Andhra, and Karnataka. Maybe you might uh, means heard of this. I saw in Karnataka one area in near Mysore. They have some the Gauda community. We can say no problem. The Gauda communities. The Kula Devata is Draupadi. So there are a lot of Pativrata like Sita Mata is there. You can say many uh, godly Sakshat Krishna's consort. We were not finding any separate Radha temple, separate this thing, Sita Mata temple. It's there very few, but you see across India there are 800 plus Draupadi temple. This is really make me like what a wonderful realization. So Draupadi exhibiting the godly qualities so that people can able to follow her. That is called worship. Worship means follow the footsteps of the instruction from the personality. So if you are worshipping Krishna, you should follow the instruction of Krishna. If you are following Rama, if you take the story, the life history of Rama and practice it, the ideal personality, the character of ideal person, you should follow the footsteps. It's not imitating, but follow. Okay. So this 800 plus Draupadi temple across India, people are worshipping as Grama Devata, Kula Devata. Draupadi is the main personality, the main deity in the temple. So this is really, I felt it's very nice because when Draupadi was disrobed, everyone asked forgiveness inside their heart, even Krishna. See, it should not happen to woman figure, the stree of this kula. So for that, we all seek forgiveness from you. Okay, it's a commentary from one of our senior Vaishnava. So everybody asked forgiveness, even Dhritarashtra, even Arjuna, even Panchapandavas, not Kauravas, maybe, but all other Dronacharya, Bhima, Bhishma, Kripacharya, everybody are in that assembly. Even Krishna is giving sari, and he is also seek forgiveness. Sorry, this should not be happened to you. Whatever maybe you just teased him because of that it is happening. All these things, but that woman should not treat very badly like this. So everybody that one moment they asked forgiveness, they worshipped her this thing in the sabha. Everyone is there. She doesn't has one help from the big acharyas like Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, but she called Krishna only to help her. So that is the wonderful quality of the devotees. Here again we come to this. We missed this thing. So this sloka is ultimately the Arjuna stand here because Bhima Krishna is standing opposite way that you should kill Ashwatthama. All other remaining people they told okay whatever Draupadi is saying is correct. Don't kill her. So this is a scenario. There is a two decision was made, but you have as a Kshatriya, as a leader, you have to satisfy both their will, the wish, because both is correct. Sometimes this situation happened in our life also. So when this situation happening in our life, we should use our intelligence properly. Okay, Prabhupada is saying in purport that he used his sharp intelligence. So opposite, the person Krishna is telling kill. The person itself saying, the Bhagavan Tua is saying kill. But the sharp intelligence here, Prabhupada is mentioning what I am speculating that The intelligence comes from Paramatma, that you remove his jewel and hair, Shika. This is very bad thing for a Brahmana. Brahmana has Shika only because here it is mentioned hair. Hair means Shika. So if you cut the Shika of Brahmana, it's almost killing the Brahmana. And if you're taking something is on his head, which is also it's defaming him. So for Brahmana, if you defame the Brahmana, the Brahmana feels it's almost death. It's as good as death only for them. So since he is from the Brahmana, the Dvija, we have to kill him like this. At the same time, we can save him. Thus, his life will be saved. But you killed also. How? By cutting his Shika and his wonderful jewel, which is on his head. So Arjuna, nobody taught this to Arjuna. With his intelligence, own intelligence, he did this. With his own intelligence, it's coming from inside. Who's giving this? It's Krishna is giving. So we saw in Bhagavad Gita third chapter that there are hierarchies like which starts from sense object, senses, mind, intelligence, sometimes ego there, and then soul. This is the hierarchy is Krishna's giving in Bhagavad Gita. So when Krishna is giving here, there is no false ego is mentioned. After intelligence is next to intelligence is soul. So when, please note, when intelligence influenced by senses, sense object, mind, false ego develops. When intelligence influenced by or dominated by sense objects, senses, mind, false ego arises because mind never suggests you good things for you. Krishna is strongly saying in Bhagavad Gita, mind is always suggesting, if it is not trained properly, always suggesting bad thing that how you can become a Krishna unconscious. So when mind is dominated by sense objects, senses, my intelligence dominated by sense objects, senses, into mind, you become a Maya conscious. When intelligence influenced by Paramatma, Paramatma means that knowledge you gathered about Krishna consciousness, which is called transcendental knowledge. So intelligence influenced by your transcendental knowledge, like Krishna instruction in Bhagavad Gita and instruction from Vedas. So that does makes you Krishna conscious. If it is not, this will go Maya conscious only. Mind generally gradually make you Maya conscious. So the Acharya says when mind is engaged in thinking of Krishna by chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When mind is engaged in chanting of thinking of Krishna by chanting, and intelligent always filled with the transcendental knowledge, which is instruction of Krishna, then whatever you are taking decision is perfect. Whatever you made a decision in a situation, particular situation, it is perfect. Otherwise, will always fall down. This is the point I want to make here. Very wonderfully, Krishna is narrating all these things, giving this, and Sutta Goswami is addressing Arjuna's intelligence here, how Arjuna take a decision. So this is how the things going on. We'll see what will happen. There is few more slokas for this chapter. Uh, so finally, we come to know that Draupadi gave big twist. So that twist is very wonderful now. We are taking so many psychological characteristics from these personalities, so that our life we can apply these points, these characteristics, we can manifest this godly characters, so that our life can be in a good this thing will make you reach the perfect stage, which is Krishna conscious stage, and pure devotional service to the Lord. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. If you have any questions or comments, any clarification, please go ahead. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu,